right, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. It is, Saturday? Saturday, April 16th, man. This year's going by fast. I feel like that's every year post, like, high school. But time is flying! Alright, anyway. Let's get a tweet out nice and quick. So we can get started. I already know what I want to say. I was thinking about this right before the stream. Hold that thought, though, because we need to do a little slapping. Sorry, I had to check. Make sure I wasn't muted. Dragon Dagger. Stop. Thanks, dude. Saying 2 in a row. That is indeed 2 in a row. Dragon Dagger, thank you very much. Much appreciated, man. Judah, first one in here, followed by Dragon Dagger, Taylor Bost, Tamashi, Haley Miracle. What's up, everybody? Kai also sent it over too. Saying hi, hello again. Question mark. Is that a question? Well, the answer to that question is hello, I think. So yes. But dude, thank you very much, Kai. Appreciate you, man. Alright, I already know what I want to say for the tweet. You guys are going to see the picture first, which is going to kind of spoil it. But, dearest Yacht Marvel champions. How do I want to word it, though? So, I know the idea of 7 stars is a oh man, how do you spell controversial? This is gonna be wrong. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever typed out controversial. That was the O. I was gonna say, there's no way that's right. Alright, anyway, I know the idea of 7 stars is a controversial one, I was gonna say. I know the idea of 7 stars is controversial, but I think I found a great alternative solution. 8 stars. Yes. No. Okay. I know the idea of 7 stars is controversial, but I think I found a great alternative solution. Maybe I'll add to it that we can all get behind. Alright, there we go. Tweet! Alright. Mason also sent it over to you, saying, how do some people get the slap so fast? I don't know. I honestly do not know. Oh man, okay, you guys were putting... Did you guys just freaked me out because you guys were putting how to spell controversial in the chat? And I was like, oh god, is that not what I corrected it to? So I had to read it again. But no, we're good, okay. Alright. Mason, I have no idea, man. People are just built for speed, I guess. Oh, here we go. Here's the actual answer from someone who knows. From Dragon Dagger. The man who's been slapped 2 times in a row now, saying, because I am down with the quickness. There you go. That's the answer. Finally got into Dune Arena on a somewhat schedule. Been having issues continuing, though. Besides streaming, what do you do to stay committed to it? Need those units ASAP. July is coming. Ooh, Kai, thank you for a buck. I was just reading your message. I don't know, man. It's... I really think that the key, this is always what I go back to. I try to think if there's like other tips and advice I can give for it, but really it's 99% a mental problem that is the arena. You know what I mean? Like it's, yeah, if you're focused on it and you're thinking like, oh crap, I have to do so many matches, this is gonna take forever, it's boring, etc., right? You're not gonna want to do it. So if you can just kind of distract yourself with something else, and just turn it into some background noise, it actually ends up being kind of fun. For me at least. Obviously, fun is a very subjective thing, but yeah, I'm just not thinking about it. That's all it comes down to, is put your mind, like, I don't know, find something that you could watch or listen to or something, and then just play Arena while that's going on, I guess. Maybe I don't know. People don't use the phone as much as they used to, right? Like calling. I mean, phone calls. They don't do that as much as they used to. But I don't know, man. You're, you know, maybe that's a good way to stay connected with people, is give them a call and talk to them, you know, in these trying times. And then while on the phone, I don't think it really takes away from the conversation to be playing Arena. But then again, that's going to be different for everybody. Maybe for some people that would take away from the conversation. But that could be a good thing if you just kind of keep in touch with people. Give them a call, see how they're doing. Family members and stuff like that. I don't know. Hate talking to people on the phone. I mean, I do too, for the most part. Here's the thing, man. Talking on the phone, you know, it's never something that I really want to do. But usually while I'm doing it, I don't really mind it. I don't know, man. It's weird because I don't know how to describe it. I really don't know how to describe it. Because yeah, if someone gives me the option to like text or call, well, 100% of the time text. Please, even for important stuff, just I'd rather go through text. It's fine. We don't need to have a phone call about it. But then at the same time, like while on the phone, I don't know, man. It's kind of nice actually. So yeah, it's weird. All right. Anyway, I don't know. That's all the advice I got on it, really, Kai. At the end of the day, if you really aren't enjoying it, then, you know, maybe you just have to ask yourself that even and say, like, well, even though I want the units, how bad do I really want it? Do I really need these offers? Because the answer is no. The offers, you know, of course, people want to get them. I want to get the offers too. But will you be okay without them? Yeah, you'll be fine. So if it really is like torturous to go through this process, then just don't, honestly. All right, Jared Shields sent it over to saying, I meant to say banana Fanta. Oh man, I know. They have slushies. Yeah. I knew what you were talking about yesterday. It's fine. I just like to read it out sometimes. You know, like I know some people intentionally call me brain, but also some people that's just like a typo or an autocorrector or something, and I'll just read it out as brain either way, or you know, things like that. But I knew what you were talking about. I knew exactly what you're talking about. Enjoy watching my unit pile grow and my roster, among other things. Am I right? Sorry. All right, Rad Jammy said it over 5, saying why and how minus the what in addition to the latter makes gravity or makes makes gravy. I meant to say. Oh man, rank 3 Gamora just happened for me. Also, wait, what was this first part about the gravy? Why and how minus the what in addition to the latter makes gravy. Is this an attempt at a fluffy monster message? Rank 3 Gam just happened for me. Yellow and red makes orange. Fruit exists. Congrats on your rank 3 Gam. I have no idea what in the world you're talking about with all the other stuff. You lost me. You done lost me. Big time. But thank you very much for the 5. Congrats on your rank 3 Gam. She's kind of a cool champion. I didn't really play her. or I haven't played her much. Post update, I probably won't. But I don't know. I've always had a little bit of a soft spot for Gam Gam. I just wish her buff was a little bit different. But yeah. Red Dog sending over 2 as well. Red Dog, what up, man? Let me see where your message is at. So PG had to make a weird prestige move today. A weird prestige move, you say? Got a science gem from Act 7, so I max Sig at rank 4 Void as my second rank 4. It's a short-term play, but he was my best choice. And I'm crazy happy about it. Wait, hold on. Okay. Yeah, Void is definitely far from high prestige. However, dude, I'd be stoked about that, man. Having a rank 4 Void, that for me, that's like living the dream right there, man. Dude, hold on. Prestige list though. He even when he first came out, I remember he wasn't high prestige. I want to say, I'm gonna take a guess as a 565. I think Blade was like 10,410. It's either 410 or 440. I want to say. And I think Void was like 10,260. Like let's just see if my memory is at all correct on this. Let's find Blade first. Let's change this. Okay, Blade. Here we go. Well, let me just maximize this so I can scroll down a little bit more. Where'd he go? Here we go. All right, so we got Blade. Expand that. 10,447. Dang. Well, I was a little close. I thought it ended on an even number. I didn't realize. But anyway, let's see where Void was at when he first came out. Here we go. 10,261. Look at that, man. I feel like I wasn't too far off. I kind of nailed that a little bit. But anyway, prestige aside, dude, Void is insane. He's one of the coolest champs in the entire game, easily. Love the champion. And yeah, man, congrats on the rank up. Sometimes, hey, you take whatever prestige gains you can get while also having a badass champion. I'd say it's a cool rank up, man. Really cool rank up. All right, Kai sending over a bug saying the only thing that sticks with me is the fact that I know that I'll buy the unit deals for spring cleaning, but I enjoy the feeling of getting them through the grinds as well. Okay. I mean, more units is more fun. Dude, ain't that the truth? More units is more fun. I feel like that's almost like a Chuck E. Cheese slogan right there. You know? More tokens, more fun! Bring your report card in today, or, you know, something like that. But yeah. Dude, Kai, thank you for the buck, man. Good luck in your grinds. Hey, is that Hobbit? What up, Hobbit? I think they just like to troll the community with making Gam kind of better every buff, but enough behind the meta to not really be impactful. Yeah, kind of. It's weird, man. I feel like they're just intentionally trying to keep her in a very tight balance compared to the rest of the champions in the game. Where they want her to be fun to play, but also somewhat irrelevant if you have, like, Hercules. You know? Okay, Mason sending over to saying, BG, spend units on spring cleaning or save for July? Mason, well, I don't even know if you can spend many units on spring cleaning. I think spring cleaning is mostly a money situation, if I'm not mistaken. That said, man, we got to see what the actual offers are. There's no way to answer that at all right now. If the offers are good, well, then they're worth getting. If the offers suck, well, you save. So yeah, unfortunately, there's not much to say here, but I'm pretty sure it was mostly money-based offers when it comes to spring cleaning. But if I'm wrong in that, like, I know Legacy recently made a video where he was going back looking at the previous years, and I didn't watch it. Just because I kind of assumed that, like, yeah, well, these offers I'm not going to really be able to participate because I think they are more money based. But maybe I'm wrong in that. Maybe someone who watched that video can let me know. Yeah. Dude Mason, thank you very much for the 2, though. We'll have to discuss that once spring cleaning is actually here. Dr. Urias Papers 2020 said no 5. Thank you very much. Saying, put banana bread in a bowl, cover with butterscotch topping, microwave for 30 seconds, add butt pecan ice cream. That's literally what it says, butt pecan ice cream. Add more butterscotch topping. You are welcome. Okay. I don't really know if I'm a butterscotch man myself, but sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. Wait, hold on a sec. Your name, is that coming from... Well, now I gotta go take a look. I see something. Is that... That's not a reference to that YouTube channel, is it? Is that guy's name? I was trying to find it, but I can't find the name of that person. So, I don't know if that's a reference to that YouTube channel or not. The 2-Minute Papers guy. I can't remember his name, but I don't know. That one just sounds very familiar. All right, let's get out of here. I've dumped enough energy. Let's go hit the arena. Let's get rid of all these champs. Toss in the 6 stars. Holy wire ghosts, the worst liars. You can see right through them. Okay. Excellent joke as always, Schlerim. Boo. Ugh. They gave us some free doubloons and had arena to get more. Love you, BG. Okay. Is that what it is? Okay. All money, not mostly. They gave us 27k doubloons free and it didn't buy much. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much what I thought. So, I don't know. Spring cleaning's kind of cool, I guess. I don't really mind it as an event. But it's not one that I really look forward to in the same way as, you know, 4th of July and Cyber Weekend. When they're talking about spring cleaning, they're just talking about cleaning out your bank account. It's pretty much what it is. PG, what do you think about NFTs and MCOC? I'm not really personally on the NFT bandwagon, so I would personally not like to see it. Rad Jammies sending over another 5 saying, you baited me, I baited you. There was bait? Question mark. I took a left turn at Albert Corky. That's not right. That's right? That's not right. Black beans out. Okay, Rad Jammies. I'm seriously completely lost in what you're saying. All I can tell you is that your profile picture makes me think of red vines. It has like the exact same color, completely matching it, and I want to eat some candy. Yes, it is me. The doctor is in. Okay, that is the name of the 2-Minute Papers? Yeah, I think. If you haven't seen that channel, it's bananas, by the way. It's a crazy channel. PG, you should make a donation and member list of your of all your members and supporters. It'd be fun and respectable. Okay. I don't know if I would really want to do that. Is it respectable? I got mixed feelings, because on the one hand, yeah, I like to show recognition, obviously, of people that are supportive and everything, which is why the big D's up there. But I don't know. Sometimes those lists, they I don't know. They sometimes they can come off the wrong way. I feel sometimes. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So I probably won't do it, but I do like. I was gonna make a video, kind of what's it called? Going over all the stuff that I buy with like donations and stuff like that. And I was gonna give a big thanks to some of the people that have sent over the most. But even then, I'm like, oh man, this feels bad, like leaving people out. I don't know, man. Rad Jammy said, another Tuesday, my pajamas are red, good sir. I'm rad. Yeah, I get that part. This is the first message where I understand what you're saying, and I agree. Rad Jammies, thank you very much for the 2. Did I say red jammies before? I don't think I did. I think I said rad jammies, right? Maybe I did say red. Dude, maybe I totally did say red. Now that I think about it, I probably did, man. Yeah, because I was thinking like red jammies, red dog. All right, anyway. Pixiebell is sighing like crazy over here. Pixiebell, what is going on? What is going on in Clarissa's world? Let's find out. GGBG, can you do Karina's challenge or something else? Enough arena. Pixiebell, are you kidding me? You hate when I do other content. Every other time I'm like, I'm gonna do a new account challenge, I'm gonna do a day stream, we're gonna go through Act 7, we're gonna test a new champion. Every single time it's like, oh god, really? And now you don't like the arena streams either? My goodness. You got Cavalier using rank 4 or 5-star Aegon. He's a beast for the Crossbones fight. Yeah. Crossbones is, or I'm sorry. Aegon is good for that Crossbones fight. Absolutely. There's not, I don't know. I talk about like the Aegon trap sometimes, where I don't think it's necessarily good for newer players to invest heavily in Aegon. But that is one situation where I think he does really shine. He does a great job, better than most champions against that Crossbones, because you don't need to use your specials, so you don't need to worry about your power. You don't need to put debuffs on the opponent. It's all just coming from your hits. You get to shrug off the poison right away, and it's high DPS. So yeah, he's actually really good for that. You don't have to leave on one. Just say thanks, I love you, and appreciate you, but still with a little recognition. Yeah, I don't know. I'll keep it in mind. Yo, BG, just started ranking my Herc. Any advice how to use them? I mean, the best thing is to watch videos on new champs, man. It's so hard to describe how to play a champ without any sort of video backing. I'm gonna try right now, but you really want to watch videos on the champ. So you gotta knock down the opponent with heavy attacks. It's been it's been a little while since I played the champ too, so this will be a good test. People in the chat can correct me if I'm wrong. You gotta knock down the opponent. So what you want to do is you want to heavy attack them. So like parry heavy. And you can kind of gain double the charges if you parry and then like delay your heavy attack a little bit so that they're not stunned. But that can get a little dicey, so you don't have to do that. You can counter their heavies with your heavy kind of thing. And then basically, you also want to intercept with your specials. When I tested the champ, I found the best thing was like special 2 and then special 1. Gain all of your buffs. And to intercept with your specials, you really just want to like hold block, and then as they're dashing in at you, you could just dash back, but very quickly hit your special, and it'll count as an intercept. It doesn't always count as intercepts depending on the champ that you're playing. But Hercules, his animations do count as intercepts when you do that. And that's about all I can remember as far as how to play Hercules. If I'm wrong on that, because it has been a good... Well, since he came out, since I played him, since I don't have him. If I'm wrong on that, someone in the chat, please correct. But yeah, learning champs, it's a lot easier watching videos. I recommend that, really. Mason, set of 2 saying, what kind of tea is wait, hold on. What kind of tea is hard to swallow? Reality. Okay. Well, you get points for not being wrong, but those points are quickly removed due to the horrible nature of this joke. Take a lap, boo! Boo. Keep that in mind equals BG for... I'm not doing that. No, man. I mean, hey, probably not. You're right. You're right. Probably not, but there's been plenty of things where I've kept it in mind and then decided, yeah, okay, I'm going to do that. But I mean, you know... There's not much point in discussing it more. Alright, Rad Jammies sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, just got into MCOC. This community doesn't seem very friendly to newcomers. Guess I'm out. Sorry for bugging everyone. Really? You got that vibe? From... Interesting. I'm kind of curious if that was from me, not understanding your messages, or if that was from other people. I don't know, dude, but this community is super friendly to newcomers, so sorry you got that vibe, but at the same time, hey, I don't know, man, it's up to you whether you want to stay or not. So, yeah, but the community overall is super friendly towards newcomers. Knock down the opponent, intercept him. You get 2 charges per fight. You can get up to 3 if you want to get hit by a heavy or special. Also intercept with L1 first, then with L2, that's all. You like the I mean, I guess it probably... I was going to say it probably depends on the fight, but maybe it doesn't. I could have sworn I liked doing L2 before L1, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the general consensus of the Hercules players is L1 then L2. Don't know. Alright, guys, let it go, please. We don't need, just listen, man. If someone's not having a good time, you don't need to pile on. All right? Shouldn't need to say that. You could just let it go. You could just forget anything ever happened. What is the best champ to take down Crossbones in Act 6.1.5? Probably, what was I going to say? Probably Warlock, I think, is the easiest since there's no ramp up prior to it needed. So I'd probably say Warlock. But there's a good number of options. Basically, any champ that's high damage that can just deal with the initial poison, either shrugging it off or you know, surviving it in some way with resistance or anything like that. And then just a champ that doesn't rely on like special 2s or special 3s. If they need to use, like, if you gotta use special 1 against that Crossbones, it's fine. But if you rely on special 2s and special 3s, that means you have to push Crossbones to his special 2 or special 3. And that's quickly gonna escalate to a bad time. Oh, and just stopping healing, which is why Warlock. If I didn't already mention that. Also, BG, how do you think about progression basis arena? What? T over B versus TB, and Cav versus Cav, and uncollected versus uncollected for top 304. Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Like you just keep players kind of together based on their progression level. Not good. Not good. Not good. So here's why that can't really work. It would mean hitting the next progression level would be a negative. The best way to progress in this game, if that were the case, is to never hit Thronebreaker. Because then you're just playing against people that wouldn't be able to push as hard, which, yeah, that makes it, you know, easier for like newer players to jump in, but it's going to quickly become abused by the players that will just, you know, say, all right, I'm not going to hit the next level. I'm just going to farm easier champions here because I'm going up against not as large of rosters kind of thing. So, yeah, unfortunately that can't really work. There's not really much of a solution to like helping players with smaller roster sizes to the arena, at least not one that I could think of. I mean, they sort of have helped newer players by, you know, making it easier to gain like 5-star champions. But yeah, if you're trying to compete for like the highest star level of champion or something like that, no, there's no real help in that. You gotta go up against the people with the biggest rosters, which inevitably pushes a lot of people away from the arena. But that's kind of how the system works. BG, I'm saving battle chips till July 4th. Do you think I should buy the Cav Arena crystals or the basic ones? Looking for more consistent and bigger guarantee unit payouts. So, I mean, consistent and bigger, I don't know, they're like a little bit contradictory in a way, right? Because like the biggest payout you can get would be from like the you know, the highest arena crystal that you could possibly open, and you just get lucky. The consistent one is, yeah, like the smallest arena crystal that you can open up, because it's going to average out over time. They all average out over time, but the less time you have, the more consistent these smaller crystals will look, that you'll end up with like an average amount. They all average out. If you open up, you know, 30 million battle crystals, regardless of which, you know, arena crystal you pop open, on average, you should get a similar amount of units. But if you don't have 30 million battle chips to open, which, let's be real, pretty much no one does, then, yeah, if you need the units today, you might want to pop open the smaller ones. LPG sending over 7 of them Canadian bucks. Thank you very much. Saying, IBG, love your live streams. Is it possible when you have a chance, if you could show your masteries, especially your attack? Sure. Let me finish this fight, and then I'll flip on over. I have to say, my masteries, I don't know if I would change them based on what they are now. What happens sometimes is like I'll have like half of the ideal mastery that I want, but I don't feel like taking like the other points out of a different mastery tree to make it like the completely ideal setup for myself. So yeah, I don't know, if you're looking to like strictly copy and paste or something like that, might not have the best results. But this is what I'm currently running. If we look at just, you know, this side right here, these are the 15 points needed to unlock the rest of the masteries. So I just have like the minimum requirement there. And then I am running, you know, maxed out Liquid Courage, maxed out Double Edge. Got the 1 point in Despair. I'll show my other trees in just a sec. Esmir said it over. Dead Esmir, thank you, dude. Saying 8 habaneros last night. today was not good. Uh-oh. I went to poop and experienced an isotropic color shift. I don't know what that even means. There was blood. Oh, blood, sweat, and tears. Jesus. Sounded like chunky yogurt being shot through a fire hose. Okay, I hope no one was eating right now, in this moment. So sorry if you lost your appetite. Jesus, Esmer. Well, that doesn't sound like a good time, bud. I don't even know what else to say about that. Good lord. So, you're gonna eat habaneros again tonight? Or what? Alright, anyway, Esmer, thank you, dude. Appreciate the 10, man. Alright, hold on. So, the rest of these masteries, though. The rest of it, defensively, I'd say this is 99.9% of the time how my defensive masteries look. Occasionally, I put on Inequity and Resonate, but they're so discouraging in arena, basically, that it's hard for me to put these masteries on. Otherwise, I absolutely love Inequity and Resonate. I think they're so powerful. It's just willpower exists, therefore Resonate in arena will slow you down. So I exclude it. And then proficiencies. This is what I'm currently running. Maxed out Mystic Dispersion, maxed out Limber. Yeah, I mean, Parry and Stupefy, they're always maxed out, but Limber and Mystic Dispersion, I'd say they're like the choices that I've made there. So I really wish I could get 2 more points in Despair. I love this mastery, it's amazing. But I just don't really need it at the moment for what I'm currently doing. So when I was playing Alliance War, I would take out those 8 points in the Suicide Masteries. I would pop 2 more in Despair, 1 in Deep Wounds, and then 5 out of 5 Assassins. That was kind of my the biggest changes that would happen in my mastery setup. I'm hopeful that there's a way that Resonate could be used more in Battlegrounds, but at the same time, I don't know if that'll ever really be the case. I mean, people did say that Resonate was good in the last iteration with Masochism, so I don't know. Maybe it'll be better in other iterations as well, but I just can't see it being that useful in a ton of different setups in Battlegrounds. I can almost see it being an annoyance in some situations where, like, you know, they design the nodes where you need to have a debuff on the opponent, and then you're kind of forced into running Resonate. That doesn't quite feel as good. Like, sometimes I wish Resonate was just a passive effect rather than a debuff. You miss out on some cool interactions like Void being stronger with Resonate, and sometimes you do just need the debuffs, and sometimes Resonate will come in and save you if you need like 3 debuffs on the opponent. But I feel like it does more harm than good being an actual debuff overall. Kind of unfortunate. All right, Maximus sending over 5. Maximus, thank you very much. And musics were consumed. Tweety for evidence. What's up, buddy? Lurk until Alliance duties are fulfilled. Then I'll try to actually be present for a change. Okay. Maximus, thank you, dude. Let me see what we got on the Tweety bird. Wait, what? Tweety for evidence. Is this it? Hold on, is there a different tweet? Am I missing something? Because I think that was in response to... Oh, yeah, here we go. Let me see. Okay. Best impulse decision ever. What a show. Farewell, Yellow Brick Road. Oh, it doesn't help make it bigger. What is... These are just city names. What is Farewell Yellow Brick Road? What tour is that? Elton John. Okay. Gotcha. Just looking it up right now. Had no idea. But that's cool, man. I'm sure that was a good time. Elton John, tremendous. Okay, nice. Elton John, dude, come on. I mean, listen, I just gonna come clean right now and say that I don't know how much Elton John I've ever listened to. All right, like I mean I don't think it's possible to be alive at my age and not have heard at least some of his songs. So, you know, if I'm sure there'd be some songs where I could instantly tell you like, oh, okay, yeah, I've heard this and stuff, but I really don't know much about Elton John or his music or anything like that. So yeah, Elton John's the type of artist where like I can't truly call myself a fan, but I also like there's nothing but respect there, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of artists fall into that category where like there's a few that I'm like, oh, this person just sucks. You know what I mean? And that's why I don't like them. They suck, their music sucks, whatever. But there's for every one of those, there's a million other people that are just like, yeah, just never really listen to their music. But nothing but respect. Anyway, Haley Miracle signing over buck saying, BG, I'm sad, tell me a joke. If I told you a joke, then I'd be sad. Do I give up my own happiness to make someone else happy? Oh man, what a conundrum. Can't believe I'm doing this right now. Hold on. Why do bears have hairy coats? Fur protection. Oh, I just had to laugh track myself. Oh, Haley. I hope that somehow makes you feel better. But I feel miserable now. I'll take the laps later. Ah, Jesus. Ah, man. I feel dirty, guys. I shouldn't have done it. Oh, why? What has this world come to? What have I just done? Ooh, myself. You as a fan of music in general owe it to yourself to go pick up Captain Fantastic and the Brown Dirt Cowboy. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road and Don't Shoot Me. I'm only the piano player. Okay. Okay. Thank you, I laughed. Listen, I want to say this right now. I will never do that again, okay? If anyone else ever comes in here saying, please tell me, no, I don't care what the reason. I'm not doing it. That was a one-time exception. One time only. But yeah, I probably should look more into Elton John. I am a pretty big fan of music. in general. I was listening to a jazz. I wish I could play. Well, actually, I probably could play this on YouTube. I'm not going to though. But before the stream started tonight, I was listening to a jazz rendition of a Donkey Kong country song. Actually, it was Diddy Kong. In all fairness to Diddy. But man, dude, while it was playing, you couldn't really even tell. I don't know. I couldn't tell at least that it was even something from a game. It was just a nice jazz arrangement. I'm just thinking to myself, like, damn, dude, I really need to get another instrument that I could actually play in my apartment. Like, I just miss it so much. There's something weird with music where, like, you don't have to be playing an instrument to appreciate the beauty behind it, right? But there's, I don't know, there's like an extra connection when, even just like imitating the sounds that you're hearing in the song, you know, just playing along to the song. And I miss it. All right, Eric Nelson sending over a bug saying, bananas no. Anything that helps the... Wait, hold on, what? Oh, dude, I thought you were talking about actual bananas. I think you're just talking about me. Bananas know anything that helps with corona sickness? About to freak out. I hurt so much. My cough won't stop. It won't stop aching. My nose is clogged. My throat hurts. And I can't work till Wednesday. You going back to work on Wednesday? Dude, first off, man, take some time to rest is my first piece of advice. And my second piece of advice is consult a professional. Because anything else I'm going to say is not... I'm too dumb to give you real advice. But that sounds super early to be going back to work, dude. I don't know. I mean, I guess I haven't had the Rona myself, so I don't know if that's normal or not, but that sounds so fast. To just find out you got it like yesterday or something. And then you're just like, yeah, I'll take the weekend off. Back to work on Wednesday. Sorry to hear you're going through it, man. It does not sound like a good time at all. But, I don't know. I guess depending on the severity, I would just, you know, consult a professional. If it gets really bad, obviously hospital, but, hopefully it's not that bad. And it's just kind of crappy right now. But yeah, I have no idea, man. No idea. Red Guardian or Morningstar, both 5 stars, and Morningstar is Awakened, Red Guardian is not. I'll be honest, I think 4-star champions are stronger than both of those as 5 stars. For the most part, like, if you have good 4 stars, like Doom or Hercules or Torch or something like that, I think those champs actually put in more work than a 5-star version of Red Guardian and Morningstar. Morningstar is a ramp-up style champ that, when fully ramped up, is actually very powerful. It's not always the easiest to get Morningstar ramped up. It can be pretty inconvenient, I'd say. You know what? Let me change arenas, actually. So yeah, my first advice is to look to your 4 stars and see what you're working with 4-star wise. Second advice is I'd probably recommend Red Guardian over Morningstar, just due to that inconvenience of having to ramp up the champion. And in a lot of situations, it's just not going to be feasible. I think Morningstar is I like Morningstar as a champion, but in very few instances do I actually want to play the champion. So I think Morningstar is a good champ if you have like a pretty wide roster, right? Where that's maybe not one of your first few rank ups. And, you know, you've got a bunch of champs ranked up and you're like, yeah, I would also like to have a, you know, a ramp up style champ that has some devastating special 2s against buffs and things like that. Something for the incursions. But, if you're not really at that place in the game where you have a bunch of other champs ranked up, then I think it can maybe hurt your progression more than help. So Brian, my G, howdy do on this lovely fine evening. Alyssa, what's going on? I'm doing good. I'm still, man, the past couple nights I really have not slept well at all. So, you know, I don't know. I feel like my brain is just slower as a result. Let's be honest though, man. This thing wasn't always the fastest brain to begin with, but yeah, other than that, I feel good. A, I need money. I have over $1,000 car payment between insurance and car payment. B, it's a 5-day quarantine is company policy. I get that, man. It's just it's tough, man, because I mean I totally get it. Like, it's not easy to take time off, especially if it's not paid time off. It's just, I think sometimes it's worth it, you know? Yeah, sometimes you just got to do it and say, well, I'll cut back other places to make these payments. I mean, if you really have, you know, no way of covering that for like the next payment or something like that, then I don't know what your options are. Maybe someone in the chat can come up with something else too. I don't know, maybe you do just have to work. Maybe that is the best option, but all I know is that sounds pretty fast for getting through a it sounds like a pretty painful illness. Is Annihilus any good? I got him in normal 5-star crystal. Annihilus is okay. He's more of a defensive champion than anything. He's usually a champ that you would just like chuck on Alliance War defense. He's not. He kind of falls in that same category that I was just talking about, where, like, you know, a 4-star Hercules is going to be stronger than a 5-star Annihilus. But I don't know. Offensively, he's got like easy access to armor breaks, which sometimes is all you need. For the most part, I don't recommend investing in the champ too much, though. Why did I just throw this special as if the dude wasn't blocking? That was dumb. Gee, what's your opinion on Mysterio? How good is he? Mysterio's frustrating to me. Fighting with him or fighting against him is very frustrating. All right, so I've played Mysterio quite a bit. I actually had like a Mysterio highlight reel. If I can shout out my own video, if you really want to see a little bit more in depth, some like some places where Mysterio shined pretty well and was kind of fun to play. It was a highlight reel from the tech variant. Where, yeah, I did a lot of fights with Mysterio. Some of them were pretty cool. But here are my issues with Mysterio. His special one is like a reflective damage, which is really not that useful offensively. If you watch the highlight reel, I did find some ways to make it work. So before anyone says like, oh, you just don't know what you're talking about, these are all the ways it could work. Sometimes, but those instances are few and far between. To the point where like I wouldn't really want to use my special one in 99% of fights that I do. The special 2 is a power drain, but it's not really that effective of a power drain. It's you know, if you compare to some of like the best power drainers in the game, you know, your magics and visions and stuff like that, the power drain is not super strong. And that leaves you with the special 3 when you're playing the champ offensively. That's kind of your go-to. That's your bread and butter to add more damage. And it does add quite a bit of damage with the special 3, but I don't know, it just kind of makes the champ feel very one-dimensional, where like, okay, you build up to a special 3 and that's just what you have to do before you can inflict good damage And then, you know, managing the poisons and like the heavy attack and stuff, it's kind of fun. But I just wish that his special 1 and special 2 were more player controlled friendly, as opposed to, I think they were just set up that way to be annoying when fighting against Mysterio. You have to contend with the reflected damage and the miss chance and power drain and stuff like that. He did get a new synergy that I don't think I really tested. And if you have this synergy, then he could be maybe pretty strong. I think it was with Penny, was it? Let's see. Chemical gas is not consumed when inflicting poison with a heavy attack. So with Penny, the synergy sounds really good. And that might make Mysterio a lot more fun to play. But as a standalone champion, I see him mostly as like a wild and wacky... Yeah, that's right. I just used the words wild and wacky defender. Because he just throws heavy attacks randomly, and his special 1 and special 2 are defensive annoyances, I would describe them as. So that's kind of my general thoughts about Mysterio. Like I said, if you want to watch the highlight reel to see some places that you know, I put him to use in the past, you can check that out. I think Stephen King might go on tangents almost as often as you, Pete. Really? Maybe we should have a tangent off. No, I mean, I don't know. I probably couldn't. I think I would lose that probably. I don't know much about Stephen King, but I feel like authors, just in general, words probably come easier to them. So they could probably tangent twice as hard or more than I can, you know? But anyway. Would anyone like to do some low-level Sector 4 incursions? Someone looking for an incursion partner? Holy cow, I'm on the West Coast, and this stream was suddenly isn't hella late. Yay! Oh, yeah. It's super late on the East Coast, right? Wild and wacky, inflatable, flailing tube man. You gotta love those. Especially if you guys have watched Always Sunny. One of the best episodes is when Dee is trying to dance exactly like the inflatable tube men, and she does a really good job at it. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone up until that point try to dance and move their body like the inflatable tube men. Or maybe I just haven't seen it done so accurately. Because I feel like it was done really well. AJ, I could use some advice. Sent you a tweet. Okay. Let me see here. Joseph. What do we got? Who should be my next rank 5/rank 2? Have tier 5 basic and overflow. So have a bit of time. Currently on 6.2. Okay. I mean, my first thoughts are I would recommend getting out of 6.2 and getting into the back issues. And if you decide to go that route, it's optional. Some people don't like to do that. Some people just want to stay in the story. It's fine. But if you do go that route of getting out of Act 6 and doing back issues, you should rank up champions that will help you get through that content. So for example, Ultron's a villain, so he's, good for the villain variant. Black Widow's Mystic, good for the Mystic variant. Hitmonkey a mercenary, and so on. So yeah, if you are looking to do that sort of thing, I usually like to recommend either the villain variant or Mystic Symbiote Spider-Verse variant. In which case, for the villain, you can go Void. For the Spider one, you can go Stark Spidey. Just in general, really good champs to rank up. Not for variant purposes. I'd say like Torch and Archangel are really good. Torch does not need to be awakened. Archangel kind of does. You do already have a Cosmic ranked up. I really like Hyperion. But I don't know if you have cosmic resources that you can rank up another one. But yeah, these two would be super high on my list if not doing variants. Void and Spidey are high on my list if you are doing variants. As far as your 6 stars go, I don't recommend ranking any of them currently. You've got some good potential in here in like Hulkbuster, Havoc, King Groot, Omega Red, She-Hulk, but I don't think their potential is higher than the 5 stars currently. Where it'll be cheaper to rank up the 5 stars, easier to awaken Sig up, and so on. So I recommend sticking with the 5 stars for now, whatever you decide to do. Hope that helps. Good luck to you. Gee, what are some champs that counter Ebony Maw? He really annoys me. I don't know how to counter. Well, the most ideal counter is probably Torch. You can... Here's just advice on fighting Ebony Maw in general, even if you don't have the best counter. 2 things to learn. 1, heavy attack as much as possible to knock him down. Let me see exactly how it's worded before I misquote his ability page here. But essentially, it slows down his process. Let me see. If knocked down by a heavy attack or special attack 3. Wait, it's only special attack 3? Interesting. Focus is broken and refocusing begins after 1 second. So if you knock him down, yeah, it just slows him down. Slows down his damage. That's really what you need to keep in mind. It slows down his miss chance kind of thing too. So it allows you to get more hits in general. Now, the other thing that you need to learn for Ebony Maw, which is kind of is part of what makes Ebony Maw so hard. It's not that easy to knock him down because, does it even say? Yeah, here we go. Ebony Maw's first light attack and heavy attack are the only basic hits to make contact with the opponent. So it's not that easy to parry Ebony Maw, where you'd want to learn how to reparry, where you're parrying his second attack, which is hopefully Ebony Maw's light attack, so you can get a heavy attack in. So you can kind of fight Ebony Maw with any champion with those things in mind, but he's super annoying. He is difficult to fight, and generally you do want to bring in a good counter for the champ. So yeah, someone like Torch. Who do you guys use? Because to be honest, ever since I got my Torch, that's pretty much who I fight Ebony Maw with. But I'm curious what some of the better counters you guys have found for Maw are. Pop those in the chat. His champs that have anti-miss are generally going to have a little bit of a leg up. But even then, I feel like the miss is not always the hardest part of fighting Ebony Maw for me. I use mad skills. There you go. Quake, Guardian, Archangel. Use Ultron. Use anyone, honestly. You also don't want to fight Maw with anyone that's guaranteed crits. I mean, yeah, that's good advice. I-Hulk, don't need to worry about degen if you're immortal. wait, Casually Henry. First said I use mad skills, and then followed it up with, and that's why I die. Benjamin Enterline said an overbug. Thank you very much. Say my 50 mil alliance just got nuked by a baby who got made an officer. Oh no. Kicked everyone and quit. Yikes. Didn't even know that still happened. Thanks for cheering us up in any case, BG. Damn, dude. I mean, hopefully you guys are able to reassemble and stuff like that, but God, that's annoying. Oh my God, why do people do stuff like that? Like, if you're not happy with somewhere, just leave. You don't have to make everyone else miserable on your way out. Oh my God, dude. Some people, you know that saying, like, misery loves company? I feel like some people really take that to heart. You know? And they just try to make other people miserable. Dang, dude. That's annoying. Wait, is AQ on right now, too? I actually don't even know. It's kind of just gonna assume that AQ is on, because, dude, it feels like it's always on, right? But that messes up AQ. Luckily, it's still early in the season, so it doesn't mess up seasonal rewards, right? Like, everyone can qualify for that. But, man. Yeah, man, got the crew back together in about 12 hours. Okay. Killed the Alliance War grind, though. Yeah. Oh! No, that does mess up the... Oh, my God. That does mess up the Alliance War season. Because you don't have your rating anymore, right? Or do you guys still have the rating because the leader was still there? Hopefully you still have the rating, man, because yeah, that could be annoying to try to rebuild up. It could kind of be fun at the same time, but if everyone's not into it, some people might just be like, all right, well, I can't do this. I need to go to an alliance that has good rewards today. Either way, man. Ugh. That's annoying, dude. Sorry to hear you guys had to go through that. Off to bed. Night Hollywood. All right, Dragon Dagger. Have a good one, man. Take it easy, bud. Still have the rating? Okay, that's good. But we only went into war with the 3 officers who didn't get kicked. Hey, man. Now's their time to shine. They got this. You got to believe in them. Hype them up. They only have to take, 50 fights each. They got this, dude. Easiest war of your guys' entire lives right there, man. All right, any tips for 5.4.6? Ultron boss gonna attempt to get to Act 6 soon. The brown boy. I would say Magneto is probably the best counter for that guy. If you have Magneto, you can basically just parry heavy your way to a special 3 and then smash him in the face with that. If you don't have Magneto, well, I recommend using champs that do not apply debuffs. I mean, sometimes it works. You could technically counter that guy with Void, who relies on his debuffs. But the reason why I recommend using champs that don't have debuffs is because the way that he works is he has these grayed out icons. You'll notice if you go into the fight or if you watch someone else do the fight, he's got these grayed out icons. Those are dormant buffs, meaning they're not active, but they're just sitting there waiting to be activated. And the way that you activate those buffs on Ultron, which you don't want to do, is by applying a debuff. So that includes parry stuns, by the way. And he hits hard, so, you know, to get your damage in without parrying the champ, you know, like blocking and baiting out a heavy attack or something, that damage, it definitely adds up. So yeah, but that is one way to go about it, just using a champ that hits really hard. You know, someone like Corvus or, you know, any other just hard-hitting champion, and just blocking and baiting out the heavy attack and then getting your hits in that way. You can't, by the way, so some of the debuffs you can activate because they're not that devastating. Like, you really just want to avoid the power gain and the healing buffs. Unless you have ways to shut off the opponent's power and healing. So yeah. Like, if you go in there with Medusa and you're like, okay, I want to armor shatter him because he's a robot. And that will work. That's who I used back in the day. But you just have to be careful as you're applying the armor breaks that you don't give him a ton of power. And then it'll be shut down once you do get him to special. So yeah. check out some videos, but I would say keep a close eye on the dormant buffs. That's really the biggest part of the fight to watch out for. Oh, I think you said you do have red mags. Red mags, rank 5, fully synced up. Oh, dude, you're good. Parry heavy, you're good. BG, if you pulled 6-star Penny, would you rank 3 for Battlegrounds? Absolutely. Yep. Yup. I would love to pull 6-star Penny. She's pretty high on my list of champs that I want to see. Yeah. I think she's really good for it. It was a little bit hard for me to... it's a little bit hard for anyone to say how good Penny is based on, like, the node variation. Right? Because we don't know what node variations are coming for in the future. So, I don't know if she's always going to be a Battlegrounds mainstay. But I feel like more often than not, she'll be a good fit for most decks in the Battlegrounds. If you ever quit the game, can I add you on my friends list for bragging purposes? Mark, sorry, man. Can't do that. The friends list, dude, I just completely deactivated it. There's technically a few people on there. The people that first got me into the game are on there. I think Lags is on there. It's funny how I think I have like Lags and Dave on my friends list, but like no other YouTubers. I might have. Do I have Joel? I don't know if I have Joel even. But yeah, I think I got like 5 names or 6 names in total. I think Laura's on there. That's about it. I mean, there's no real point to the in-game's friend list, or very little, I should say, in my opinion, for MCOC. But even with stuff that's like outside of MCOC, I'm always really bad at stuff like that. So, like if we go to my Twitter here, for an example, I'm following 69 people right now, which by the way, I don't think that was intentional. I think I was actually following like 70 or 71 or something like that. And then I think maybe some people like deactivated their accounts or so. I don't know. But I could have sworn it was not 69. Either way, there's probably like 569 people that I could be following, and I just don't. I don't know, man. It's similar to the friends list thing, where like even if they're not on my friends list, they're still my friends, and even if I'm not following them on Twitter, there's still people I like talking to. Just bad with that stuff. Do you have Tom from MySpace? Oh god, dude. I wish I had Tom from MySpace on my friends list. I never actually had a MySpace. What's up, BG? Just want to say thanks. I lost interest in the game almost 2 years ago for around 18 months. And one of your vids came back on my YouTube recommended a month ago, and I love it once again. Hey, Fernando, that's awesome, dude. Welcome back. Or I say it's awesome, but maybe I should be apologizing for helping you to get sucked back in. But no, that's cool, man. Welcome back. Oh yeah, I could possibly also use Doom and steal his power gain. That possible? I don't know how well Doom would do in that fight. I want to say I don't think he'd be great for it, but to be honest, I don't know. Maybe he is good for it. Doom is such a powerhouse that maybe it'd work out. I don't know. But Magneto is I think far and away the #1 answer to that Ultron fight. Yeah, I can't imagine a better counter. Shatrugel with that member update. How come it doesn't say how long though? Oh, YouTube. But Shatrugel, dude, thank you very much. Welcome back. Thank you for continuing the support, man. I don't even see any other message in the chat. I feel like YouTube, they screwed you on that one. But thank you, dude. If there is a message, I'll be on the lookout for it. So I got to try the new Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot today. There's a Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. Like Flamin' Hot Cheetos mixed with Mountain Dew or something? Like what? That does not sound like it'd be good, but I'm really curious, Pete. Let us know. Or anyone that's tried it, I guess. That's... oh, man. That sounds... maybe there's an acquired taste. But, I don't know, man. I guess I've never really had Flamin' Hot Cheetos even to begin with. I only know about them because Laura, a few years ago, I don't remember the last time she got Cheetos. But I remember like a few years ago, that was like her go-to snack, you know? Yeah, check tweeters in like 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. I'll be on the lookout. Oh, Shatruga, here we go. Saying ABG, been a long time. Was busy with moving to a different city. Dude, moves are tough. Hopefully it went smoothly for you. By the way, he pulled a 6-star Null recently and took him to rank 2 now. He might be my first Cosmic rank 3. Okay. Congrats, dude. Honestly, I think that's a good move. I was thinking if I pulled Null, I might make it my first rank 4. So yeah, man, I support that decision. I think Null is awesome. Dude's so cool. But yeah. Congrats, man. Dude, I can't wait to see this update from Pete on Twitter. Alright. Speaking of Twitter, Kai sent it over a bug saying Twitter please BG. Okay. Give me a sec. Let's see here. What do we got? I'm playing Incursions with none other than the illustrious Mother Under, and decided to use AA. It's great. Hey, nice, dude. Love to see it. Kai and Under Mother in the Incursions together. It's a lot of debuffs, man. Why does it feel like he's not taking much damage, though? Like, this is a 5-star, what appears to be maxed out AA Horseman, with 9 of these neuros, a bunch of the degens from that one hack, and even some poison and bleeds. Maybe the number just isn't showing, but that seems wild to me. I mean, that has to be just a picture that doesn't show off the power. It's got to be it. Oh man. All right. I have the urge to take Scarlet Witch from the Sigil to rank 3. She's so much fun. She brings me joy. Deej. Go for it, I'd say. 2 accounts is too many accounts. Maximus, I agree, dude. It's so hard. Dude, it's hard to keep up 1 account. For the people out there doing it and having fun with it, awesome. But, my goodness. That said, I can't wait to make another new account. Okay, tweet has been tweeted. Pete, I see it. Let's see here. What do we got? So you know how LaCroix tastes like someone cut open a lemon in the room next to a glass of water? Wow. This tastes like someone opened a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos in the next room to a Mountain Dew. Interesting. So there's just like a hint of the Flamin' Hot Cheeto. Hey, dude, I wish it made it bigger when I clicked on it. I think it says contains 0% juice. Is that correct? I feel like they had to, maybe they had to put that there for legal reasons or something, because I don't know why you'd want to put that right in the sign. Spicy meat sweet contains 0% juice. It looks like Mountain Dew Code Red, just from like the coloring and stuff, so it kind of looks somewhat appealing because of that. It's not the same shade, but more of an orangish red. But yeah, I don't think I ever want to try that, Pete. By the way you described it, what? Dude, contains 0% juice. Like, what are you drinking then? that has to be there for legal reasons, right? I know other things do that too, and yeah, you can go into a store and I think it always tells you like the percentage of juice. Sometimes you look at a bottle and it's like, yeah, 11% juice or something like that, right? But it's just funny to see it in the sign like that instead of like on the side of the bottle itself. They just had to put it front and center right on the sign. That's questionable, because there's no way they're like, yeah, this is good marketing. It was like they had to do that. The only question I want answered is, does it still contain caffeine? That is a good question. I would assume yes, but you know, not all soda does. Used to drink Mountain Dew and whiskey when I drank. Okay. Mountain Dew and whiskey. I don't know if I've ever really... Have I ever mixed alcohol with Mountain Dew? I mean, I feel like I must have at least once, but I can't even think of a single drink that I've ever made with Mountain Dew. I was never really the biggest Mountain Dew fan. I do like it. Mountain Dew and Mountain Dew Code Red. Baja Blast from Taco Bell, I never liked. And some people, dude... Some people are like, they drink more Baja Blast than water, you know? That is water to them. It's Baja Blast. You want Taco Bell now? Oh, you did want Taco Bell, so now you're making a quesadilla? Okay. Baja Blast. Is the best soda ever. You know, I mean, I haven't had it in a very long time. I probably only tried it like twice, because each time I was just like, this is bad. Why does this exist? But then like all my friends are like, dude, Baja Blast, hell yeah. Is that, it's just exclusive to Taco Bell, right? They don't sell it anywhere? Because I don't think I've ever seen it in like a store or something like that. Man, which is kind of wild to think that like there's an exclusive soda to Taco Bell. It's kind of cool. They've canned it before? Oh, okay. Maybe it's not exclusive then. Rip. Fluffy Monsters and an Overbug saying, Beaver, how the heck are you? Great. Today is about everything making sense of the bottle of tips topped in the tippy top. However, once there is the sheesh, what else can you snort with the ears? Is only logical. In that case, happy birthday, Pelon Bomb. Wow. You're right. Is only logical. How can I even say anything otherwise that would go against that? Is only logical. Fluffy Monster, completely accurate. Is only logical. Except it's not my birthday. Thank you very much. All right, Valentine sent it over $1 saying, yo, BG, Twitter, please. Okay. Let me see. My luck recently has been insane. Went with Noel, obviously. Okay, let's see. Also went with Omega Sentinel. Dude. Just seeing two side by side. New 6 stars. And okay. Yeah, definitely Noel there. Man, congrats. Congratulations. That's really good stuff. Modern day Socrates. Long live the king fluffy bodyguard. I would agree. I would say Fluffy Monster is probably a modern day so I always either Fluffy Monster is a modern day Socrates, or he's like a very primitive Socrates. I can't tell which is which, because obviously, you know, Fluffy Monster is alive today. But at the same time, it sounds like someone's just trying to figure out what language is. Like, Fluffy Monster is the first person to invent language. And they're just kind of working it out, you know? Oh, also a very important question. Snap, Crackle, and Pop, the Rice Krispie mascots. F, marry, kill. Seriously, Pete? Oh my god. My manager asked me this today, so now you have to suffer the same thought. I don't even know what those guys look like. But should I pull? I guess I'm gonna pull it up. I usually don't play this game because then it quickly goes weird. As if this wasn't already weird. But you know what I mean. Like, I'm married. I don't really need to be spending time with cereal mascots, you know? But anyway, Rad Jammies. Hey, Rad Jammies is back. What's up, man? Set it over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying Twinkies, bum left legs. Fluffy is a monster. I have no clue why I had to acknowledge that, but apparently I did. I'm still just as lost reading your message. Do you see why people were asking if like comparing to Fluffy Monster now? Because I'm just as confused reading the first part of your message as I was confused reading Fluffy Monster's message. I still have no idea what's happening. But thank you very much for the 5 nonetheless. Either way. Sometimes I question if because you guys know me, I'm not the best with words and language in general. So sometimes I question myself, like, well, maybe everyone else understands what, for example, the bottle of tips topped in the tippy top. Maybe some people understand that. And I'm just, can't comprehend it, man. But anyway, Rad Jammies, thank you for another 5. Valentine sending over another buck as well, saying, yo, BG, I had no idea. I even got Emma as a 6-star, too focused on Omega. Are you serious? You didn't even see the other 6-star there? Too focused on Omega. Also, is not shown, but a 6-star Falcon and that A-Pop, who's my second favorite skill champ. Damn, dude. What? 3 6-stars in the same A-Pop? I understand that even less than I understood Fluffy Monster's message. How do you pull something like that off? My goodness. I mean, wait, hold on. Socrates was poisoned to death in the public square for corrupting the youths of Athens? For real? I feel like maybe Taco Bell is the modern day Socrates in that case. For corrupting the youths of the world with their damn Baja Blast, dude. All right, let me see. Hold on. I totally forgot about the Pete's question. Let me pull up these mascots here. Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Listen, guys, don't turn this into a into follow-up questions of F, marry, and kill. All right, because like I said, it quickly goes into weird places, as if this wasn't already weird. I can't even play this game with these guys. What is this? This is probably the creepiest picture of them all. These are just kids. I thought they were grown men. I don't know why I thought they were grown men, but these are literally kids. I can't even play the game, man. Look at this. This is the old school picture, I guess. Wait, is this even an old school picture? I mean, it has that styling. Your manager is just trying to catch you in a trap. Pete, your manager was like, oh man, what are those things called, dude? The have a seat guy. What are those houses called though, man? Oh, it's been too long since I've seen those shows. But yeah, dude, your manager was like 2 seconds away from calling out Chris Hansen. Is that his name? All right, anyway. Rad Jammy sending over another 5. Thank you, dude. Saying I'm new. If I'm not original, I learned that porches have fronts and backs. I pee. Well, we all pee, so nothing wrong with that. But I guess so. I mean, here's a statement that I can actually agree with. Porches do have fronts and backs. Most things do. If you're in a 3D space, you know. True statement. Thank you very much for the 5, I guess. Oh, man. Well, if they're just kids, we know BG's answer is going to just be to kill all 3. Listen, in my idea, my fantasy of being Godzilla, no one actually dies. They just get smushed. You can still exist in a cartoon fantasy world just being smushed. You just can't, you know. Oh, I mean, I guess you're pretty dead, huh? No, real saving that. Oh, man. No! Why did I even... Oh, my God. In my head, I'm like, I'll just block this. Why do I even need to dex it? And then I was like, well, I'll dex it anyway. Immediately get hit. Smushing kills people? That's true. You know... Alright, so I've never had any sort of merch or anything like that, right? People have said in the past, like, oh man, why don't you have like a shirt or something like that? Never had a good idea for a shirt. The closest was the Good Bane transfer shirt, but how do you make that into something that actually looks cool? I don't know if it's possible. At least I couldn't come up with it. So, never did anything like that. But I think if I were to have a shirt, I would want it to be something Godzilla related, which by the way, I've never even seen a Godzilla movie, but something Godzilla related, maybe with my face on it. And I don't care if anyone else wanted the shirt or not. I think it's just the shirt for me. To represent my innermost feelings and desires to want to turn into Godzilla. A poop the bathroom shirt would be dope. Oh my God. Cloud of contempt. Wow, dude. I'll choose to kill first myself before I answer that question. Wow. Okay, ask my manager if they were above the age of consent, and he says they're eldritch horrors. Thus, they always have been and always will be. You know, I guess I never really thought about, like... Hold on. Snap, crackle, and pop release date. Can I just type that in? Dude, all right, so I'm not gonna read too much into this. I think it says it started in 1928, but maybe 1932 is when they were actually. Oh wait, let me click on this. Okay, so yeah, 1932. If I'm gonna do absolutely zero research into this and just believe this, which of course I am, 1932, which means they're 90 years old. Which is even more of a reason to avoid this question. Because is that what you're into? Is some 90-year-old Benjamin Button looking cereal loving kids, dude? What the heck? All right, anyway. No merch because haven't been creative enough. Come on, dude. You're super creative. Just look at your channel name. That's true, dude. Yeah, good point. My channel name is incredibly creative. All right, listen. I hate my channel name. In defense of it. Some people might not know this. Some people might just think, ah, dude, you just took the name. You literally just copy and pasted the name of the game into your channel name. And sort of, okay? That's not totally wrong. However, there was a reason. I'm going to show you guys now. Okay, this is a website. Hold on a sec. Why is this showing up weird? Oh my God. All right, whatever. So this is a website. I don't use this website anymore. But I used to use this website all the time when I played World of Warcraft. It's called MMOchampion.com, if you look up here. So my idea was basically to create the MCOC version of MMO Champion. And how do you do that? I mean, you have to put champion in the name if I'm like, you know, trying to kind of make my version of this. I mean, but champion's already in the name of Contest of Champions. So that's really what it came down to. Like, if you, I really didn't show much of the website, but there were a couple of times where I showed some of the work in progress parts of the site. And you could tell I was very much inspired by this. I tried to have, you know, just like posts on the homepage. This site's actually pretty outdated, I would say, compared to like more modern sites. This site was really good in like 20, let's see, probably around like 2010, I guess, is when I was using this site. But hold on, is there still... Oh, that's unfortunate, man. Or no, never mind. Hold on. Yeah, what happened? There, okay, I was trying to find, there's like an Overwatch. Hold on, maybe just type it in. Overwatch site. Not the official website. I don't know if the site still exists. But there was, yeah, I can't find it. But anyway, there was like a more modernized version when they came out with Overwatch. I think made by like the same team. Because eventually, you know, MMO Champion, it was started by like one person, but then became this whole big thing or whatever. But there was an Overwatch site, which I never played Overwatch. Not even a single game. But the site that was like, it was like a more modern, somewhat version of MMO Champion that I was kind of going off of a mixture of the two. So anyway, that's where the very creative name of Contest Champion comes from. And let me tell you, I absolutely hate it. I've never tried to refer to myself as the Contest Champion, but I feel like that's the vibe it gives off. So immediately when someone sees the channel name, they're just like, oh, who does this guy think he is? You know? But it's too late to change it. I'm stuck with it now. There's an Overwatch version of Dota buff. Is there, Pete? Okay. That's the most 1995 GeoCities looking website I've seen in 2022. Oh man. Well, listen, it was good, man. It was really good. For its time, it was simple but effective is the best way to describe it, I guess. Very simple, very effective. But that, okay, actually, I should say this too. Only the front page was gonna be somewhat of a, you know, a copy of that site. So, like, if we go to Aunt May, for example, I love Aunt May. You guys know I love Aunt May. But if you notice on Aunt May, what are you really looking at on the homepage? You're just looking at like the different categories to go into, which is great. But then, like, what's down here? There's really nothing, right? I mean, I do love this picture that Kat drew. It's beautiful. But, like, ideally, what you do is like, you can keep, like, some guide and, like, tool lists up here. And then from, like, this point down, you could just have like the new stuff posted by Kabam, and then it's super easy to catch up with you know, the happenings of MCOC. It'd be super easy to be like, okay, what's going on with season 33? Why are things why did the potion system change? And then boom, you just go to the site and you could check. And yeah, it was just like an every day I would go to MMO Champion just to see what's going on in the game. It would take like 2 seconds, and it had all the info I needed. Found an archived GeoCities webpage for my former stepmother with pictures of myself as a child. Interesting, quick shot. Let me ask you, how does that make you feel? I hate this community, but thankfully there's better content creators here. Rad Jammies, you're really confusing the hell out of me, man. Because I can't tell if you like it here or not like it here, but I don't know, man. If you don't like it here, there's no one forcing you to be here. You're confusing the hell out of me here, man. You're more than welcome to stay, but if you don't like me or the channel or anything like that, you could just leave. It's okay, man. I won't be hurt. It's fine. Everyone has their own taste in whatever they feel like doing. But yeah, man. If you don't like it, you can leave. I have very few memories from before I was 19, so it's weird. No, quick shot. I don't think I have too many memories. Period. so I know where you're coming from, bud. No, I mean, like, I remember certain things, as I'm sure most people do, but like, man, when you think about all the memories you have from like a kid, like, if there was like a box, all right, imagine just a giant box. Maybe just imagine your like a room, even, right? Like this room that I'm currently in, and I feel like I could squeeze all the memories that I have just into this tiny little corner of the room. The only time they actually pop up is when I'm trying to go to sleep, and then of course it'll be like, oh man, yeah, 15 years ago, I said something that was super awkward in this situation, and well, then it haunts my dreams, prevents me from sleeping. But yeah, anyway, I have a lot of memories. It's a curse. Under Mother, I wish I had that curse. BG was born a grown man. That's how it feels sometimes, man. Actually, it kind of feels the opposite. It feels like I'm a person that never really grew up. Because I don't know, man. I feel like a kid still. And yet, I'm 35. But I really feel like a kid. Where I'm just like, I don't know. All the important stuff, or I guess important stuff in life that adults seem to focus on. I'm just like, that stuff sucks. Let's just have fun and ignore all that other stuff. Which obviously you can't really always do, but I just feel like a kid. Memory loss as a symptom of PTSD is something I've been diagnosed with. Oh, okay. It's a result of PTSD, huh? Okay. I have photographic memory. Dunbar's number is real, though. Reminds me of an episode of Married with Children. Dunbar's number, I think that's like... Yeah, like you can only store a certain amount. Like names and faces or something like that. Where like the average is like 250. And it feels like once you get to that number, you just, that's it. Like you're at max capacity or something, right? I think streaming has hurt my memory, to be honest with you guys. I can't really explain too much. I mean, it might just be like a product of age or overall health or something like that. But I do feel like streaming has kind of hurt my memory. Because trying to keep up with like, you know, everyone else's stuff. It's not even that I'm trying to. It just like happens, right? It's automatic. If someone tells you something, you're going to remember it, at least for a little while. And if that's like reinforced day after day after day, just talking to a bunch of people, it ends up just kind of eroding some of the other memories that existed pre-MCOC. So yeah, I don't know. It's an odd thing, but I think that's true. BG won't remember us. Maybe. I mean, you know, obviously right now I know you guys, but like 10 years from now, let's say like 10 years after. Let's use you guys as the example, actually, man. 10 years after you stop playing MCOC, whenever that is. How many people will you actually remember? I feel like I'll still remember a bunch. I feel like I'll still remember a lot, actually, but every day it's just going to be like another person forgotten, you know what I mean? Like, what's it called? Alliance mates. I feel like I could probably name like 100 alliance mates that I've played with over the years, but maybe every year that goes by, like 5 people just get off that list that I wouldn't be able to name. I don't know. Anyway, a day's blending together hurts my memory sometimes. Yeah, maybe you just need to eat more beans to keep your memory health. Maybe, dude. What you're saying is we've changed your life and you appreciate us. Yay. I do appreciate you guys. Yeah, I hope it didn't sound the opposite of that. Listen, man, if I didn't have fun doing this, I wouldn't do it. It's just one of the side effects that our memories have limitations, you know. So yeah. Miss Cade streams? Same. Oh, very much so, same. Man, okay. Red jammies. I'm gonna try this one more time, dude. If you wanna just stay and have a good time, you're more than welcome. If you're deliberately like me, I don't know if this is your intention or not. If you're just trolling, if you're trying to start drama in here or something like that, then we don't need it. And if I see another message that goes in that direction, well, we're just gonna end it, man. We're just gonna ban you, okay? But you got one more chance. If you just want to be a cool person, hang out, have a good time, you're more than welcome. All right, Alex sent over a bug. Thank you, dude. Let me see. BG, I got Thronebreaker 2 days ago. New titles should be announced within a few days. Oh, dude, Alex. I hope so, man. Congrats on getting Thronebreaker, buddy. What if they what if they announced it same day? Like they really were just waiting for you specifically. And it's like you get Thronebreaker at like 9:30 a.m. and at 10 a.m. they're like, all right, check it out, we've got another title here. Missed my super chat. Oh, my bad. I was just delayed in reading it, dude. I was just on a tangent. I was getting there. Being antisocial is nice. You don't have to remember people's names. Easy peasy. Dude, I almost think that maybe contributed towards me having a harder time remembering names, though. Because, all right, I'm really not the most social person. You know, during streams, like I'm in a room alone. So even this is like kind of antisocial, even though you guys are here. But it can appear more social because, like, yeah, someone's got to do the talking, right? But anytime people, you know, see me like in real life, like you could ask Abdo if I'm a social person or not. I feel like in person, I'm a lot quieter. And I feel like maybe it is like insecurities growing up. And maybe I didn't talk as much, or when I met people, I'd be like just thinking about what they thought about me, so I couldn't remember their names as well. I feel like that hurt me more than anything. I don't really feel that same way now, where like if I meet someone, I don't really care what they think of me, so it's easier just to kind of go with whatever the flow is. I think streaming helped with that a lot, actually. Just being more comfortable, because there's like no choice, right? You just put yourself out there and you don't really have a choice around it. It's kind of like a freeing kind of feeling. You know what I mean? Like, because no one really should care what people think about you. I mean, you know, of course, if you're doing something like bad, well, yeah. But I just mean in like a casual conversation or something like that. Who cares? All right, Kai sending over a bug saying, I think the new progression title 100% comes with 8.2, maybe 8.1. Dude, I would have bet and lost a lot of money on the progression title coming with 7.4, man. It's possible though. You're right, dude. It could be 8 and 8.1 kind of thing. It kind of makes sense where maybe you start out on like a little bit of a different story, a different chapter of the story. But I don't know. I would have said it would have made a lot of sense being on the on 7.4. It's weird. All right. Anyway, Carl gets it. Wait, what does Carl get? What up, Carl Pimp? By the way. My favorite movie, easy. What is Carl? Let me see. What is the pimp himself saying? And why can't I find it? Be cool, honey bunny. What is that a reference to? Yolanda, be cool. Oh yeah, I have no idea what you guys are referencing. I'm really curious now though. Just like that, the titles aren't all in the same place in the chapter. I get so confused. It is a bit confusing. They have that home screen menu now, at least that helps. I really like that home screen menu, dude. That was another reason. Like, let's go look at that real quick. This was another reason why I thought there was gonna be like the next title, because they added this right before 7.4, dude. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, they're setting up. This is perfect. This looks so good too, though, dude. I love this screen. Like, you know, it's a little bit cluttered with all the stuff going on in here, but honestly, I really like the screen. Just having that timeline up there. Oh, it's so good. Who's the next person on the timeline? Because it's kind of interesting. When I think of Cavalier, I don't necessarily think Sentinel. You know, with all of these other ones, it's fairly obvious. I guess the Challenger, I also don't think of Red Skull, but like Kang, Thanos, Maestro, Collector, Grandmaster. These are champs that are just like, you know, specific to the story. I wonder what the next silhouette's gonna be, you know what I mean? Oh, Pulp Fiction, BG, if you haven't seen it, it's worth it. I've seen Pulp Fiction, but I literally saw Pulp Fiction in a in like a trailer, like a camping, you know, RV style trailer, on a TV that was probably about this big on VHS. When I was in Maine, yeah, the people that we used to go to Maine every year, and the people that like we would see the same people every year, because they, you know, people would kind of just take their vacations in like the same week, year after year. So that's pretty cool. Just having fun. I'll go back to Call of Duty. This was just the challenge. The challenge, try being normal in MCOC, see where it goes. Okay. Well, cool, I guess. Good morning, BG. Enzo, what up, buddy? It seems with many more rank 4s, Alliance War is easier since most are attackers. Do you miss Alliance War, or would you worry about not having rank 4 for it? Interesting question, as always, Enzo. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't really miss Alliance War. Alliance War was never my favorite game mode to begin with. I always saw the potential in Alliance War, but it was always like what I wanted to see out of Alliance War and what Kabam wanted to make for Alliance War, they were just two different things. You know, I mostly put up with Alliance War for like the Alliance camaraderie side of it. The Alliance camaraderie side of it, I do miss. I do. It's fun getting to see like these situations that people find themselves in and fight their way out of with, you know, new champions especially, or even some old champions just kind of returning where, like, you know, Red Hulk maybe was kind of forgotten about, but then the node got added for like poison and incinerate, and now boom, Red Hulk's great again. Like I miss the discussions and all that stuff. I miss the power rating system that Tater created. I feel like that added a lot to it. There's some other things that I miss about Alliance War, but overall, there was more that I disliked from the mode itself, and I feel like it, you know, it was the community that really kept it alive for me. As far as like, would I be worried about not having rank 4s for it? A bit. I mean, I worried about not having rank 3s for it. So I feel like it would be a lie if I said it didn't worry me at all. Because there was plenty of fights where I had to play with a 565, where it felt like everyone else was playing with rank 3 6 stars. So yeah, that only exaggerates a bit more when it comes to rank 4s. Because what I think about is like, it was already a bit of a, you have to punch up a bit to fight rank 3 6 stars with a 5-star champion. But to punch up even higher to like a rank 4 6-star, it's terrifying. So I think that would be the worry for me, is like, if I was using rank 3s against rank 4s, okay, not that big a deal. I used my rank 3 torch versus plenty of rank 4 dooms when Doom was, one of the most common first rank 4s for people, and it was fine enough. I think I had to fight maybe a couple of rank 4 mojos. I don't think that was a common occurrence, but maybe I had to do that a couple times. Not that big a deal. But yeah, the bigger the gap there is between players, the harder it is. And the gap was definitely growing, from my point of view at least. So it's not what made me like say, oh, I can't do this anymore. Just to be clear, that wasn't the reason why that's not the reason why I'm not playing Alliance War now. I think I would still be able to play, but all the other reasons that I've brought up in the past, which I don't want to sour the mood right now with, but yeah. Dude, interesting question as always, Enzo. One of these days, man, I wanted to do it last season. I wanted to get Taters on call and maybe a few other people from For Loki, maybe even some people outside of the Alliance as well, because sometimes you could have like a bias if you're asking everyone questions from the same Alliance. But of course, you guys are my friends. Like, it'd probably be mostly For Loki, if not all. So I wanted to have just a call, like a discussion about like the current state of war, so I could still keep up with it, even without playing it. And I never did that. I would still like to do that. But yeah. Okay. Fast, neat, average, sending over 2 different super chats here. First one is 20. Dude, thank you very much. First off, interesting name. I like it. Saying love you and the streams, buddy. Oh, man. Thank you very much. Saying don't let the weirdos get to you. Oh, they don't, man. Don't worry about that. I mean, I just try to give people some additional chances just to be cool. That's all it is. No one's actually getting to me. But dude, thank you very much. Also saying, and consider this the opposite of a hostile takeover. Ah, well, thank you, dude. Oh no. Oh man, yeah, talking about yesterday. We don't need that again, guys. don't do that again, man. It's already super late. I'm tempted just to cut the stream immediately after reading Guy Gardner's message here. But dude, fast, neat, average, thank you very much. Guy Gardner also sending over a bug saying, look at this. Let the super chatathon begin. How late can BG stay awake? Only one way to find out. No. It's late. My camera just got out of focus. I gotta talk to Laura. I'm leaving. But Guy Garner, thank you very much. Before I do go though, shout out to Fast, Neat, Average for claiming that big D at the last minute here. Thank you very much, dude. Kai sending over Buck. Kai, don't you dare, man. Did this yesterday, you son of a... This is an argument for having doing a crystal cleanup so that it's faster to reveal the egg. Kai saying you left a super chat message in chat yesterday. Oh my god. Let me tell you something, man. I actually saw that message. I actually saw your message yesterday. I forgot I was gonna bring that up. But I saw your message yesterday. And I wanted to type thank you, but if I typed thank you, then yeah, I would have just been held even longer. So I just had to, like, I couldn't do it. I said I was leaving. And Yeah. But your message actually did keep me contemplating for another minute there, like, oh God, what do I do? So yeah. But all right, anyway. It is late, guys, so I'm going to call it. Thank you to everyone else, not just fast, neat, average, but thank you everyone else as well. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody. Hold on. Haley Miracles at the very last second here. Setting over $1. There's not even a message. See, this is what I mean. There's no message. This is a hostage buck right here. Oh wait, saying Happy Easter. Well, I do like that message. Just because it's hoppy instead of happy. Happy Easter to you as well. All right. Good night, everybody.